Friends, my name is Edwin Amimi as usual. I'll be your host on this series of very short videos I've been doing on why you need to discover God for yourself and have a personal relationship with Him. This should be my third or fourth video now that I've done, and today I want to talk about something very, very important along that line, which is understanding God's priority in personal relationship. Understanding God's priority in personal relationship. And the priority, what is the priority? Is it to make or to bless? What is God's priority in personal relationship? When you have a personal relationship with God, what does God want to achieve in your life? What does God want to do in your life? Is it to make you or to bless you? Because there's a lot of emphasis today on blessing, getting, and it's very obvious that we are missing on what is God's priority. To understand this, we need to go back to the beginning. In Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 and 27, God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, the cattle on the ground, and everything that creeps on the ground." So look at the priority. Look at the priority. He said, "Let us make man. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness." Then, after that, he said, "Let them have dominion." So what is the priority of God there? The priority is the making of the man after God's image. What is the image of God? God's image speaks about his qualities, speaks about his virtues, speak about his values, speaks about his nature. After our likeness, that is to function like God on this earth. So God's priority is the making of the man. The making of the man is God's priority. Before dominion was entrusted to man, man was made in the image and the likeness of God. And that is why I want to say again today, like I've said previously in some of my write-up and videos, that the blessing of God is not what you have, is not what you get. The blessing of God is in what God says you are. The blessing of God is not what you have, but what God says you are. Who God says you are. That is the blessing of God. Mind you, before even man was created, everything that man needed for life and necessity for the good of life was already in place. Everything was already in place. So what blessing then did God give man? It was the pronouncement. It was the pronouncement. It was the pronouncement. Verse 27 of that Genesis chapter 1 says that, "So God made man in his image, male and female created he them." And in verse 28, he now pronounced. He pronounced the blessing. So he pronounced by reason of what he said. And if you are looking for the blessing of God, it is not found in things. Things are secondary. They are maybe what you call manifestation or of what is already within, of what God has already said. And everybody, every human being on earth, there is nothing that God created that He has not blessed. Everything that God created, He has blessed, including those who don't even know Him today, so to say. They are blessed. So that is why your highest attainment on earth is to become what God wants you to be. Your highest attainment on earth is to become what God wants you to be. Is to become the image of God, the likeness of God, to imbibe the qualities of God, to take upon you the natures of God. God made man in His image before He entrusted him with dominion. Now there is danger today. I see danger in the sense that the order and the priority is being changed. Instead of focusing on who people become, what they become, people discovering themselves, people imbibing the nature of God, in taking on God's qualities. The emphasis is on what everybody can get, what people can get. So that now has become the reason why many people are going to church. That has become the reason why many people are serving God. They are just looking for what they can use the name of God to get. They are looking for what they can get out of God, instead of pursuing personal relationship with God that will result in their personal transformation of their lives, that will make them to become better citizens in their country, and better citizens, better people in the society. The opposite is the case. So what do we find today? We find a situation whereby the very things that we are meant to dominate begin to dominate us. The things that we are meant to rule begin to rule over us. You find a situation whereby people become slaves to their own desires. People become slaves to their appetites. People lose their identity. It is breeding corruption. People cutting corners and just trying to, by all means, get something out of the system, violating the right of others in order to get. Everybody just want to get. Just have. So nobody is, people are not talking about quality. People are not talking about excellence. People are not even talking about the dignity of labor, the bringing, honesty and sincerity in business. I would like to ask you this question. If you have done business with church people before, maybe members of your own church, if you are going to church, ask yourself, tell me your experience with some people that you have done business with today. You will discover that the stories are funny, very funny story. So today you find people in the Christians in society, they are like tasteless salt, a salt that does not have taste and that has lost its savour. And this ought not to be so. So what is the way and what is the solution? The solution is that we must begin to change the kind of messages that were given to people. We must begin to point people back to this original, God's original priority, the making of the man, making of the man in God's image. God's priority is to make the man in God's image. This video is not long. This video is very short, but I have a lot of information to share with you on this video. That I'm going to leave our WhatsApp number so that you can reach me, and I'll be able to share more information with you and also help you on this journey as you decide to pursue personal relationship with God that will bring about personal transformation in your life. Our WhatsApp number is +234 802822 5800 +234 802822 5800. I call it for the last time, +234 802822 5800. Now, I want to tell you something. You may think that this message you heard or what you just heard in this short video is enough to bring about change in your life. No, I just gave you an information. At best, what this can do to you is just to inspire you. But beyond inspiration, you need instruction. Beyond instruction, you need implementation. And beyond implementation, you need impact. If you must get the impact, then you should be able to reach out to us and we'll be able to let you know how those 5 I's can bring about the result in your life. Thank you very much.